What is up, YouTube? Sam from Nebula X here with the next war recap video. So let's go ahead and get into it. Check out the war log. If you remember from last time, bringing another perfect war from X, and this one was against Sticks and Stones. So X getting the victory by 20 stars in this case. So very nice attack. To everybody involved in X this time, and I know we're kind of pushing to move up to the level 8 status. So let's go ahead and just jump right into some of the attacks, and we'll start off at the top with our boy Parboss going in on their number 1. And doing it with a go-ho wipe. So this is kind of a strategy that Parboss uses a lot in the clan, so it's really nice attack. Really like to see this done, but you can see dropping in his golems and then going to back it up with some wizards. Just get that funnel created, and he goes ahead and drops every wizard that he has, followed by his heroes and the P.E.K.K.A's. A jump spell going to get him access to that enemy queen. You can see one golem rerouting there, the other is not going to, because of those defenses in the compartments, but those P.E.K.K.A's already making their way in. The clan castle is engaging here, and he has a poison spell down to meet them. And now that golem is rerouting in behind everything. The hogs coming in from the south, 6 o'clock position, and just all of them sent in at once. I'm going to go ahead and need to drop down a heal spell as everything starts to move its way. That Clan Castle Dragon's still up, giving him some problems there in the core, but his queen is going to go ahead and lock onto that now. And as you can see, all of the hogs have converged together, and they are going to make their way around the base. Now just needs to drop heal spells down to keep everything up as it moves its way around the base, and just single bombs going off everywhere. So nothing really going to hurt his hogs here other than some spring traps. Goes ahead, drops that last heal spell down. As you can see, got a golem and his queen kind of landlocked there in the middle of the base. That's unfortunate due to the use of the jump spell here, but they're going to get through and set off that last single bomb in the core and do just a little bit of tanking. King still beating on his hogs, so he has not dealt with that yet, but his queen in just a minute is going to step up and get on that as that last defense goes down. And now it's just cleanup. Only a few hogs left over, and not very much from his kill squad. They're still there. So it is going to take him a little bit of time, so we'll go ahead and 4x through this. Some skeleton traps just popping around the outside. But these hogs, just going to be able to get it done. And his queen, she's going to make her way down to this gold storage in the bottom and get that taken out. So very nice attack to our boy Parboss. Really like this go-ho wipe strategy that he's using, and using it on a variety of different bases and being able to pull out the 3-star. So very nice. We'll move down one spot and check out our boy Walt, and really like this attack. So very common form base is the Taylor style base, and Walt gonna do this with a Go Vaho. So I think I've posted 20 or so replays of me doing this exact same attack, and Walt just taking it into war and get it done. So I'm gonna go ahead, double poison that CC, so we'll fast forward through that as the dragon's gonna go down. And here come the golems in at 6 o'clock. Wizards just to create that funnel, get him access into that compartment there. And as soon as he gets some of that trash taken care of, here comes a test wall breaker, followed by a few more wall breakers, and his king, queen combination. A few more wizards just going to come in with them, and just a couple of Valks here. Only 2 Valks, but a jump spell is going to get him access all the way to the core of this base. And he's actually holding on to those Valks there, so not going to send them in with the regular kill squad. Rage the king and take care of the enemy queen, and then here come the hogs. Only single bombs in this base, and they are always in the same spots. So goes ahead, pre-heals the hogs, knowing that they're going to get there. Got plenty of troops up in the core of the base, and just going to reinforce hogs as he works his way clockwise around this base, and making sure to pre-heal every single one of those single bombs as they pop. So queen ability going off in the core there. The majority of those hogs just working their way, and actually just using the Valks as cleanup troops in this case. Last heal spell is down here. Still got a couple of wizards, which he will drop just to help clean up around the trash ring on the outside of this base, but absolutely smoked this one. So really nice attack to our boy Walter. I mean, just a swarm of hogs left over. Really like the use of the Valks as a cleanup troop instead of using them in the main portion of the raid. But as you can see, just absolutely smashed it. So beautiful, beautiful attack to our boy Walter. All right, let's move down 2 spots here, and we will check out Mud Duck going in on this one. Okay, so Mud gonna go in at this base with a Go-Ho. Goes ahead, drops down a balloon in the beginning. Just gonna do a 1-for-1 trade on this cannon. So I said it before, 1-for-1 trades absolutely fantastic. So 5 troop space and getting 1 defense taken care of. Gonna go ahead and do it a second time here, and also gets the added benefit of getting that CC Lord out. So 2 balloons, 2 defenses down, the clan castle pulled, and he is going to then be able to use the poison spells to go ahead and get rid of that clan castle. So very, very nice opener on this one. As that dragon goes down, uses a couple wizards, just going to start getting some of that high HP buildings cleared out, and then just going to create this final nice and wide so that his heroes do not walk on him. So it goes ahead, gets the king down, the queen down, and those golems just going to kind of work their way in. So heroes need to get over there, get on that queen. The king is going to get there, and then drops this jump spell down just to let those golems start making their way into the core of the base. So as that's happening, now everything is in there tanking. Both of the Expos being distracted, and his kill squad just moving their way really, really deep into the base here, getting lots of value, and then just going to start dropping hogs on the outside of the base. So coming at it from both sides here, bringing just as many hogs as necessary to take out these defenses while those Expos are distracted. Does have 3 heal spells in the bag here, and as you can see, about 60% of the base already down before the first one goes down. So it goes ahead, drops down 1 heal spell each side just to get to keep his hogs up. And there are some single bombs that are going off, and there was actually a double set up top there that he was able to single trigger, and the hogs finish right on top of the town hall. So beautiful deployment by Mud, and very, very nice attack. So getting it done just beautifully on this base, and again just a swarm of hogs up, both heroes up near max health. So fantastic, fantastic raid to our boy Mud. All right, let's move down 2 more spots to our number 6 Ares, or no, I'm sorry, our number 4 Ares taking on their number 6 Kick-Ass 34. So Ares going to bring a really interesting attack here. A Go-La Wee, I guess is what you would call this. So using a couple minions just to get some free trash buildings up towards the top. I really thought this spell composition was really interesting with kind of a rage, a heal, and a jump spell. But, just a very interesting attack for a very strangely yet poorly designed base in this case. So those minions just kind of getting everything done, getting him a nice little funnel created. Goes ahead, drops down his golem, his king, a few wizards, and the enemy queen. Going to get that clan castle taken care of, as well as the enemy queen, and then there are the witches once that clan castle is down. So goes ahead, rages up his kill squad as they move their way into the base. Did not use either of his poison spells on the enemy clan castle. So interesting choice there. Not sure if he was planning to swag them or if maybe he just forgot about them to slow incoming damage. But you can see with those witches, is getting a nice push into this base. Unfortunately, one of his witches did get stuck there behind the wall, so she's kind of landlocked. But here comes the air portion of the attack, the lava hounds targeting a few balloons, or targeted balloons coming in on just a few structures. Got a haste spell to push them in towards that air defense just as that lava hound's going to go down. And here comes the second lava hound. But his kill squad is already right on top of it. So gonna go ahead, drop down a few more balloons, getting some 1-for-1 trades here on the outside, and then just kind of targeting everything. Those lava hounds making their way towards the last air defense, and then they are going to draw aggro from a few defenses. A heal spell goes down just to keep those balloons up. So that again goes back to that interesting kind of composition that he brought here. Maybe could have gone all haste or maybe another rage or so, but absolutely no need for it. I mean, he smashed this base to pieces, and everything just going down with just a swarm of balloons. He's got a few pups. And again, his queen up at near max health until she ate that giant bomb there, but taking home 3 spells with him. So a haste and 2 poison spells going back home with him. So absolutely fantastic raid. And give me 1 sec here. It's going to be a long night video, so gotta have some whiskey for this one. All right, move down 1 spot. Our boy Lionheart doing this one with a really interesting, unique troop composition. So this is kind of a modified Southern Teaser base, but gonna go at this with a Hogo Wee Wee, which I really like. So drops those Quake spells down. Gonna open up the base. Not sure if he wanted to get into that Town Hall compartment, but did get sort of everything opened up here. And then just going to go really wide with this wizard funnel to start him off. You can see he's got 8 witches in the composition. So, you know, there are just going to be skeletons running around for days once he gets this funnel created. And as long as they run straight into the base, provided those skellies run out in front, they should trigger all of the traps, which are typically in this Southern Teaser towards the bottom side. So here come those golems. They are obviously going to make their way in towards those defenses, followed up by that skeleton army and the heroes. Enemy clan castle is engaging, and right here you should see a rage spell going down just as his whole kill squad moves in. They're going to just run through that enemy clan castle, and then getting a really, really nice split on his witches here. So about half of them going off to the right, half of them going off to the left. So even though they are not going towards the Town Hall enclosure, they are doing plenty of work. And then drops a heal spell just there in the core. Not sure what he was working towards there. Maybe the golems, attempting to keep them up. But then just a few hogs on the right side of this base. They're just going to meet up with that half of the kill squad. Does have 1 hog left over. The hogs are going to start making their way into the core of the base. Maybe could have used the heal spell. He has a second heal spell, so he is going to use 1 there. So just able to keep everything up. You can see the witches that were on the right-hand side. They died out pretty quickly. None of the tanks went that way, so the golems ended up pathing the other direction. So did lose the majority of them, but with this many hogs left over, and now the majority of the defense is being tanked, they are going to just run through it. So it does eat a single bomb there. Only a few hogs left over. Another bomb goes off, loses a few more. But with that queen and those witches and wizards making their way up from the 9 o'clock position, and the king and the golems making their way up from the 3 o'clock side, this base is just absolutely toast, and still has the queen ability, pops it there, and that is going to do it. So very, very nice attack to lion, interesting troop comp, and beautiful attack. So great job. All right, moving down 1 spot, Turbo Fry going in on Lava Lamp 93. So Turbo still doing it with the Goho. So, you know, just traditional Goho attack. Gonna go in, get the easy CC lore taken care of. Does invest just a few hogs, but was able to bring a few extras on this base. And just the perfect amount of hogs. Doesn't actually get the lore there. So did use, you know, about 3 hogs there and didn't get it. So does just go ahead and drop 1 from the top. Gets that easy lore taken care of. And then we are going to see some poison spells go down to take care of the enemy troops. So as soon as, well, actually he's going to anchor that dragon out, pull it out to 9 o'clock, and then he's just going to deal with that. Save that second poison spell for some skeletons or maybe the enemy queen if he doesn't get her down. So golems go down, the wizards behind, just creating that funnel. Very, very standard in these Goho attacks. So plenty of wizards going down. Maybe save just a few more of them for the cleanup portion, but can't really do much of a 3-star attack. So the wall breakers go in, they get everything opened up. The king is now making his way in. Here comes the queen, and the king is now going to meet the enemy queen. One of his golems already busted into golemites, but both expos being tanked at this point. Enemy queen is down, the clan castle is down, and so now it is time to bring in the hog storm. So here in just a moment, he should be bringing in the hogs. Here they come. Just from 12 o'clock, just surgical hogs, you know, targeting multiple defenses around the base, and has 3 heal spells for them. So First one going down there on this first area of DPS. Maybe a little earlier on the hog deployment would have helped him just a little bit. They would have that expo would have been tanked for just a bit longer. Maybe could have got in almost completely untouched. But with 25 hogs left over, just going to run through this base. So still a couple of defenses in the north portion of this base, which is unfortunate, but he did have that poison for those skeletons, so they are being slowed down, and the hogs just going to make their way over there, and that is going to be that. Drops the wizards on the opposite side of where the hogs are going to finish up at, which is perfect. Want them to start working the trash ring early, especially with those high HP buildings still on the outside, and just a couple of archers also helping out. So great job to Turbo. Just smashing it, old school, go-ho, just still getting it done at Town Hall 9. So fantastic raid. All right. Let's go down a couple spots to our girl, Miss Yoda. So Mrs. is a new Town Hall 8.5 in the clan, so still low-level golems, low-level queen, but able to, get it done on these Town Hall 9 bases. So easy CC lore, and you can see just going to go ahead and double poison this clan castle, and then, it's pretty much a hog raid from there. She does have 4 heal spells here, so, just confident. There is no queen on this base, so really no need to bring a rage spell for his kill squad to handle the queen. Gets the enemy king taken care of relatively easily, and then as soon as that funnel is created, going to go ahead and drop in his heroes, and they are going to make their way into the base. So, just everything just pushing its way in, and then kind of a 2-finger drop here on the hogs. There was some potential for some bacon there on that side, but just some spring traps there. So goes ahead, drops down the first heal spell for the hogs. Use 1 heal spell sort of on his kill squad on their entry. And then about half of those hogs going straight into the core of the base. They're going to take care of those expos. A few hogs split out to the outside. They're going to start working some of those outside defenses. And his kill squad still up and just pushing their way, particularly that king and some wizards here. And going ahead and just dropping those wizards early. Maybe just a little premature on those. That archer tower had not aggroed the king yet, so they did go down relatively quickly. But with those hogs still left over and them meeting up with the king and the golems, that is going to be it. So, great raid. They finished everything's together with those skeletons, so they get beat down really quickly, and the hogs are free to just run around and get things cleaned up. A single bomb, strange location for that, but great job to Yoda. Look forward to seeing what you are going to do as a new Town Hall 9. Fantastic raid. All right, gonna go down just one raid from our Town Hall 8 action this war. So not the greatest designs on the Town Hall 8 bases this time, and so just gonna show the one for Mud Hen this time as opposed to Duck. And she is going to do this with a Earthquake Go Vaho at Town Hall 8. So this is a very sexy attack. Absolutely loved it. Now because bringing those 4 quakes, no poison spell for the CC, so gonna have to go ahead and anchor it out. Just slow dropping some archers out there, and then it's going to drop down a giant and then some wizards. Just gonna get that taken care of. So here comes the golem going really wide on this funnel, making sure those Valks aren't going to stray on him, and then it goes ahead and opens up a route straight into the core of this base. Does have the Valks go straight in, and then just bring in hogs both sides of the base. They are going to work their way around. The golem in there doing some tanking, some Valks there in the core, and then some late Valks come out of the CC just towards the end of the raid. So dropping just heals down for his hogs as they work their way kind of around the base. The Valks aggroing onto the enemy king now, so he's going to go down relatively quickly. And just, not too many hogs left over here towards the end, but just enough to get it done, fortunately. And he does have some Valks there in the core. They are tanking that Tesla, which goes down. And now it is just going to be run around time. So only a couple of hogs and 2 or 3 Valks here. So Is going to be a little bit of a long cleanup here, but a very, very nice attack from our girl Mudhead. So absolutely loved it. The Govaho, Town Hall 8, Town Hall 9, it is a fantastic raid strategy. And, definitely one of the best out there right now in terms of the meta of the game. So, great job to everyone in X who was involved in this one. Good job also to Sticks and Stones for bringing, some really interesting attacks. They did use, the majority of their attacks just came up short this time. But hopefully pull up some cleanup episodes out of some of the attacks from that war. And as you saw, or if you saw, in the war log, did have another war since the Sticks and Stone one. And it was another perfect war for X. So just absolutely just been on their game recently. So, very, very good job to everyone. Hats off to everyone, being 100% fair play and getting 3 perfect wars in a row. It's tough stuff, but we have a pretty difficult war this time. So until next time, this is Sam. Peace.